بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى أهله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Explanation of a summary of Aqeedahtul Hamawiyyah of Ibn Taymiyyah. فتح رب البرية بتلخيص الهموية للشيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية، شرحه إمام محمد بن صالح العثيمين. Explained by Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymin rahimahullah. The reported statement of the Salaf regarding the attributes. The statement of the Salaf, some general and others more specific, have become widespread regarding the ayat and hadith of the attributes. An example of the more general statements is the saying, accept them as they have come without asking how. This has been reported from Makhul al-Zuhri, Malik bin Anas, Sufyan al-Thawri, al-Layth bin Sa'ad, and al-Awza'i. This expression contains a refutation of the Mu'atila, those who make ta'til, and the Mushabiyah, those who make tashbih. The statement, accept them as they have come, refute the Mu'atila, and without asking how, refute the Mushabiyah. Also in this statement is the proof that the Salaf have always acknowledged that the text of attribute contain actual correct meaning that befit Allah. This proof is from two angles. One, they said, accept them as they have come. Its meaning is to leave the text as they have come upon the intended meanings they indicate. Undoubtedly, they have come confirming actual meanings that befit Allah. Otherwise, if the Salaf did not believe the text confirmed actual meanings, then they will have said, accept their wordings and do not acknowledge and look into their meanings or something similar. 2, they said, without asking how. It's obvious that there is an affirmation of meanings to the text, because if they did not believe in affirming them, then they will not have needed to forbid asking how they are. In that case, the forbidding of seeking how will be fatal. It may be then asked, then what is the response to the statement of Imam Ahmad pertaining to the hadith of Allah's descending when he said, we believe in it and affirm it without seeking how it is or its meaning? We say the response to that is that the meaning of that Imam Ahmad was getting in his statement is the misinterpreted meaning that the Mu'atila from the Jahmiyyah and others had committed. They distorted the apparent meanings of the text of the Quran and the Sunnah to mean something contradictory. Our response is indicated by the fact that he negated the misinterpreted meaning and the asking how, in order for his statement to actually be a refutation upon those two groups of innovators, the Mu'atila and the Mushabiyah. This explanation is also indicated by what Imam Ahmad said in regards to the statement of Muhammad ibn al-Hasan's statement. The scholars have universally agreed, all of them from the east to the west, upon having iman in the Quran and the authentic hadith that have come from the Messenger of Allah pertaining to the attributes of the Lord, without making an explanation tafsir of them, without describing them, and without making them similar to anything else tashbih. Imam Ahmad said regarding this statement that the meaning of making the explanation of them or tafsir is the explanation of the Jahmiyyah who make ta'wil. They innovated the distorted explanation of the attributes in opposition of what the companions and their followers held regarding them of affirming them. This is also indication that explain the ayat and hadith of the attributes of two types. 1. An acceptable explanation, it is what is in accordance with what the companions and their followers held of, affirming their meanings in a manner befitting to Allah and that agree with what is apparent from the Quran and Sunnah. 2. A rejected explanation, it is whatever is in opposition to the mentioned above. Therefore, there could be an acceptable meaning as well as a rejected one according to what has preceded. If it is asked, is there a sense of how the attributes of Allah are? The answer is yes. There is how to them, but it's unknown to us. It is unknown to us because knowing how they are could only be known by actually witnessing how they are, but by witnessing something similar to them, or by way of some trustworthy information that has come about this. All of these means are non-existent pertaining to Allah's attribute. With this, it is understood that the statement of the Salaf without asking how means without making takif, seeking to understand how. It does not mean the absolute negation of how of them, and Allah knows best now.